You must be quite proud of them.
Yeah, I was very proud of them. Yeah, it's I don't think we're good enough to just park the bus sort of thing, because I think we'd have lost 1, 2, 3-0 anyhow. So we decided last weekend, really, after the last game, that we'd have a go, really, and try and come up with a formula to enable us to have a go, because we knew they were going to have a lot of possession. But I thought it was like old-fashioned stuff, today. I thought we attacked when we could, created chances, and had a go, give the crowd something to cheer about.
Was it a plan to really close down Petr Cech, because you were causing him all sorts of problems, weren't you?
Yeah, there were a lot of plans which come off today. We don't normally get 5 in the box that many times either. We have worked on the forward play, and it's nice. We've got a lot of energy, and we've got some good players. We don't always get credit where credit's due, really. I think we've got 1 or 2 really top-class players, and on another day, I suppose it's what you pay for, really. You're finishing, like I said, just a little bit too much for us, really. That was the difference, really. I don't want to talk about them, Donny. Yeah, they're tough games, but we won't see much of the ball in those games either. But we won't be there. We won't be going there just to lie down. We'll try and give both teams a game, really.
Neil, would you take a 0-0 every time? Or would you prefer?
No, I just said that there. 0-0 every time, really, if that was the case. But I'd rather, at my age, I enjoy watching my team. And I said to the fourth official, 75 minutes on, it's a great game, innit, this? If I'm going to enjoy it, then the fans will enjoy it. And that's how it should be. Football's, too negative at times.
Bobby Reid and Danny Ward, obviously a completely new strike partnership. Is that something you've worked on the week? Yeah, I told them the team last weekend after the game. I just thought that this was the best way forward, really. It's not a game. We've tried it in the Championship, one up front, and it worked for us. But at this level, they're too good at players, and we never see the ball and never create anything. So it was important that we tried the system out this week, and I thought Victor was super as well in his role, which he had to do 2 roles really. Fullback. I thought their fullbacks were as poor as they've been really when you looked at the way they've played this season. So I thought we nullified that, and then we created whenever we could. Does it give you hope, maybe going into the games against the teams outside the top 6? If you play like that, you're going to pick up.
Well, I just want us to compete and try and score goals. That's all. I think that the league is such that I don't think anybody can predict anything. I think a lot of people might have come to see us park the bus today and lose 2 or 3-0 and moan about no goals. But instead, if they'd have had our chances, they'd have beat us 5 or 6. We had some great chances today. I can't remember how many times I put my head in my hands, but it was quite a lot today.
Did you endorse for Harry Arter's chance? Head in hand?
Yeah, that was a great chance, wasn't it? And if he hadn't have slipped, he'd have took that further forward. He could have took it further forward and side-footed in with his left foot, really. But that's small margins, isn't it, really? There was quite a few chances, Wardy sliding in and, headers, Moz's header near the end. The only disappointment today for me was our free kicks I thought were poor today, which is not like us, really. Mozza was pulled a few times in there, but you don't get much in this league, really.
Set pieces, in general, something you think you can improve on? Because obviously Arsenal scored from a corner, which we don't associate with your team.
No, but you can't. It wasn't anything to do with tactics. It's one person who doesn't do his job. That's simple as that, really. And it's not like it's not like Sol. He's pretty good at that normally, but one of them days where he didn't go with him. Kid turned and did him, and we never were anywhere near him. So not getting an easier goal than that. I wish we had goals like that.
You mentioned Harry Arter. What's the situation with him? Is he going to be staying with you this week, or is he going to be linking up with Ireland?
I don't know. I've not seen him.
Because there's some thoughts in the Irish that he might be pulling out the Irish.
You'll have to ask him. Sorry.
How did taking on him? How did?
Sorry, Henry. Won't be a minute.
Sorry, I was just. Sorry.
Go on, carry on. How long?
How did taking on Emery's team differ to what a challenge from an Arsenal team might be?
Not a lot of difference. I used to get in Arsenal's face as well. Nothing changes, really.
Yeah, what would you think should be if you had players like I said?
We'd have won the game today.
You would definitely want to, yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
But in the season.
Oh, I ain't got a clue. How long's a piece of string?
But is that a frustration when you see the players?
Yeah, because it is. Like I say, I can't remember how many times I had my head in my hands, knowing that on another, they should have been taking the chances that we had, shouldn't they? They weren't. I don't think they were difficult chances, but the lads are giving me everything, Henry. You know, I can't fault the effort, you know, the commitment. We haven't spent a lot of money, but we've got a great bunch, really, and that's pleased me today. I said to him last week, I don't want to, at my age, go and park the bus, try and get a nil. I want our fans to go home talking about the game, and they have done today. Whatever you say, the fans have gone home talking about their team today and how close we were, and that's what I want while I'm here.
But have you got a harder job than Unai Emery?
Absolutely, yeah. I've got the hardest job in the Premier League by a mile. I'd like to see some of them managing this.
Neil, coming into this game, there's a perception that maybe you haven't got the players or the talent to go at teams. Have your players proved differently today?
Absolutely, yeah. I thought they'd had a bit of a wake-up call today. But that needed to come from me, really. You know, they needed a new way of playing. You know, they'd been carrying out my orders, which they'd done for 18 months, which got us out of the Championship and into the Prem. But the Premier League's a different game. So, you know, you've got to move and change accordingly, really, and we've done that. And I think we can go anywhere. And, you know, I'm actually looking forward to going to Chelsea. You know, and then we've got the old faithful Man City at home. You know, I mean, 2 great games, really. We'll not be last on Match of the Day tonight either, will we? Yeah, he should have scored the header. I mean, that was a good chance. I forgot about that one as well. You know, we've had some good chances, but he's really working hard. I mean, the other night, no, I didn't notice, but he covered 12,500, which is like the record for us, and that was against Norwich in whatever they call it, cup. I don't know how many he's done today. He's fantastic, and I thought he complimented. I was really pleased for Danny Ward. You know, I said to Danny before the game, who'd have thought when I turned up at Rotherham, you know, 2.5 years ago, that he'd be scoring against Arsenal in the Premier League. He's worked so hard, had so many injuries, nearly a full season last year. I'm really delighted for him. He'll enjoy watching that tonight, and it's great. And I thought him and Bobby complimented each other, really.
Neil, we're seeing a lot of teams and goalkeepers being asked to play a very different way. Would you ever ask your goalkeeper
to nutmeg somebody? I think that'll be the next. He'll nutmeg somebody, won't he? The Liverpool guy. He's that confident. I must admit, the clip, the chip, you know, the one he chipped over the head. I said to Etheridge, well, Etheridge would fall over if he did that. So we don't get into that. But listen, it's how people want, isn't it? You know, apart from that mistake, I think he's been amazing. He's been just what Liverpool need. I think they're such a tough side now. And it's nice when you make a mistake like that when you win the game, isn't it? Really.
I suppose on a game like the one today, did it give you and the crowd encouragement when you sense a bit of nerves and anxiety?
Well, we had to get the crowd going. The plan was, let's get the crowd going. How can we get the crowd going? And that's how we got the crowd going. And that enabled us to get the confidence to move further forward and make it an enjoyable game. Okay, thank you.
This way, Gavin, for the radio.
Which way?